A very good Monday morning. It's the start of a new week, and we do have a couple of things that are worth really paying attention to over the course of this upcoming week because it may have some positivity in our Western Europe medium range forecast. But thanks for clicking on to the European edition of the video for today. And we're now on the 14th of August. Pretty much reached the middle part of the month, and bang on schedule. We've got the tropics starting to kind of come alive. We've got Tropical Storm Gert now positioned to the east of Florida, to the north of Hispaniola here, and this system is going to recurve. It's there is a trough coming into the central portion of the United States, but this trough is not going to be quick enough to pick Gert up, which is positioned right around here. What's going to take place is Gert is going to ride the western flank of this rather strong Bermuda high that's well offshore of the eastern half of the United States. So essentially, it's going to ride off the east coast and head up into the North Atlantic. And the key thing for us here in the UK and Western Europe is the interaction between its heat and the mid-latitude jet stream here. And I do think that there is possibility here, probably in the 7 to 10 day range roughly, that we may start to see this injection of tropical heat into the upper atmosphere over the North Atlantic, and it may allow a bit of a kind of kick to the atmosphere, helping build a region of high pressure into the UK. So this is what I've said to you. I said to you back last month as well, even that during the month of August and into September, quite often you get these stuck weather patterns. We've got one at the moment. We've got a very strong, potent westerly jet, basically taking one low after the other across the northern half of the British Isles. What we essentially need to do to kind of almost disrupt that rhythm is to push a tropical system up into the mid-latitude region, and that can tend to disturb the current flow in the upper atmosphere, and that essentially sometimes that injection of heat can then boost upper areas of high pressure and push it into the UK. So that's essentially what we've been needing to really give this rather benign, rather stuck, disappointing summer pattern a bit of a kick and a return to summer. So we do have that possibility, not just really this week. We've got a continuation of this low pressure driven pattern. We've got a very flat and fairly strong zonal jet stream here, essentially connecting Canada with Ireland and the UK. One system after the next, just riding this jet into the UK. So we get essentially one decent day like we did yesterday, and then we're back to the kind of cool, wet, and breezy conditions of today. But as we see, as we go through the remainder of this week and into next week, what we're going to essentially do is we're going to start to see Gert connect with an area of low pressure pushing off the eastern side of Canada. That will essentially deepen the trough and deepen that area of low pressure over the North Atlantic. And as it deepens over the North Atlantic to the south of Greenland, we then start to boost the Azores high to the southeast. And what that is going to do is hopefully is kick the current area of low pressure over the UK out over the North Sea and into the continent, and that Azores high, with the interaction of that deepening trough over the North Atlantic, we then reset the atmosphere. We start to amplify it. It starts to become more wavy once again, and therefore we're going to see the jet hopefully lift to the north of the UK, allowing Azores high pressure to extend into the UK. So that is essentially what I think is going to happen, and you can see here off the GFS ensemble that that is what it's suggesting. The question is, does it maintain itself? It certainly looks as if the ECMWF is trying to push low pressure further north, and we'll have a much more established, much more dominant area of high pressure over the North Atlantic here. So this is out to the 26th of August, next Saturday. So a week in Saturday. It's a way, way out. Yeah, I know that. But like I say, we'll watch the tropics at this time of the year to change the weather pattern further north, and that certainly looks to be the case. So a little flavour of the longer range and some possibility of better weather coming. I'll have more in the written post both today and in the coming days. Hope you have a great Monday. Bye for now.